With just 34 days left in office, the president has one last fateful decision to make. What scale of cyber counter-assault does he order against the Kremlin? For he is making it abundantly clear America will now retaliate for the Russian interference in the US election.
Our goal continues to be to send a clear message to Russia or others not to do this to us, because we can do stuff to you. But it is also important for us to do that in a thoughtful, methodical way. Some of it we do publicly. Some of it we will do in a way that they know, but not everybody will.
Vladimir Putin himself is currently in Japan, here watching a demonstration of his favorite sport, judo. He now stands accused of a direct attack on American democracy. The CIA believes that Putin personally authorized the hacking of the Democratic Party's computer system, and then that he ordered the leaking of information. And yet there is one man who appears to question that consensus view. He happens to be the beneficiary of the Russian hacking, the president-elect of the United States.
Anything that goes wrong, they blame Russia. Russia did it. They have no idea.
Personally, it could be Russia. I don't really think it is.
Trump appears to believe that claims of Russian hacking is an effort by Democrats to question the legitimacy of his victory.
Tell me when you're ready.
The transition of power, notably respectful so far, is certainly being tested to breaking point. The White House spokesman reminded Americans that Trump had urged the Russians to hack into Hillary Clinton's emails.
The Republican nominee for president was encouraging Russia to hack his opponent.
This foolish guy, Josh Earnest, I don't know if he's talking to President Obama. You know, having the right press secretary is so important because he is so bad, the way he delivers a message.
And now Hillary Clinton has joined the angry post-mortem, saying that the Russian hack contributed to her election loss, and she is calling Moscow's action an attack on America. But what can the White House do in response? One analyst says an option is a cyber attack on Kremlin bank accounts, threatening the wealth of Russian leaders.
And you could imagine starting to do that with Putin. Now, maybe you don't start with Putin himself. Maybe you imagine creating a mental map of people increasingly close to him, and you start closing in with the implication that next time you could get even closer.
Not much happens in Russia without Vladimir Putin.
Mr. Obama is ending his presidency with a crisis that is both domestic and international in dimension, and playing out almost entirely in the cyber world. There is now a consensus among US intelligence agencies that Russia was behind the hack, and more than that they were trying to influence the election in favor of Donald Trump. It raises here the simply astonishing question of whether a relatively unsophisticated cyber operation was more successful than the Kremlin could possibly have imagined. Robert Moore, News at 10, Washington.